Today we are with Dr. Bhavana Gurnani, who is a well-known homeopathic doctor, as well as she has treated many people as such, and she's cured the best diseases as such. I'm one of them who's been treated by her, so I'm happy to have her on our show today. So, ma'am, can you please introduce yourself and share your journey about into homeopathy as such?
Yeah, thank you, Shreya. And I know I have treated you, and that's all I'm here for. Yeah, so I want to introduce myself. Like, see, I am being a homeopath from last 34 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so I started my practice at Hero Hall. We were working from evening 5 to 7. Then I joined Sindhu Bhavan at Secunderabad. There also I worked for 10 years. Then because of some personal issues, I couldn't continue there. Then I started my own, which I work in the mornings and the evenings. Now I'm even attached to the Gurdwara of Afzalganj. I just go once in a week on Sundays because there's a allopath, homeopath, Ayurvedic and a pathology lab. So in homeopathy, I take care of that.
Okay.
So that is only Sundays 9:30 to 11:30. Otherwise, I am available at my clinic also.
Okay.
Morning and the evening, both the times.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the timing, ma'am?
Mornings I work from 11:30 to 2 and evening I work from 6 to 7:30. Of
Okay.
course, half an hour here and there, always it's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
For our listeners who are new to homeopathy, how would you explain it in simple terms, ma'am?
See, homeopathy is something which people believe that it works only for the chronic disease or it's a slow in action. But for me, even the cold, even the food poisoning, you can treat in 2 doses of our homeopathic medicine. You don't need anything. Cold and cough, fever is very, very easily to be treated in homeopathy. I've got few patients who tell me कि ऐसा लगता है कि घर जाके हम झूठ बोल रहे थे कि हमको गले में दर्द है because after 1 dose only we started feeling better. So they say कि घर में जाके सब गुस्सा करते हैं कि झूठ बोले ऐसे घूम के आए जाके. So I think it works in even acute disease, of course chronic disease, it cures you from the roots. But even in acute vomitings, anything, it works very beautifully and acutely and fast also. You don't have to wait for a long time to act.
Okay. So, how long have you been practicing, ma'am? And what has been your experience? How has been your experience so far?
I started at Hero Hall in 1991. 91 we started. I think I have been treated from so many years, but in all the diseases I think, and even the main I think what famous for me is everybody cold and cough. They don't take any antibiotics. None of my patients takes any antibiotics for cold and cough. They immediately say, even if I say कि 3 दिन की दवाई ले लो, they said no, 2 दिन में ठीक हो जाएगा. We know that. So that is what is the patients like trust in me rather than me telling them, but yet they tell me no. I feel 2 days medicine will definitely cure me, and it cures.
So, what is the fundamental philosophy behind? Can you explain us the concept of cure, how does homeopathy cure you easily?
See, this is a very, very, very deep topic to be speaking, to be spoken. But in simple words, I can tell you. See, homeopathy has started by Dr. Henneman. He proved they started medicine. It is not Dr. Henneman, Samuel Henneman. Its birthday is on 10th of April. Okay. So he started, doing a translation of a book, Cullen's Materia Medica. Okay. So in that book, there was a medicine called China, which it was written in that book. If you take that medicine, you will get the same symptoms of malaria. Okay. So he was very confused how it is possible if you take a medicine and you get the symptoms of a disease. So he tried on himself. He took that medicine and he started getting the malarial symptoms.
Okay.
And once you stop the medicine, the symptoms disappear. Okay. So he said, if this medicine has got a power of producing malaria-like symptom, so it can cure malaria.
Okay.
So he started proving many other medicines which were written in that book, and he saw that all these medicines produce a artificial disease in a healthy person. So if it is a person is disease with the same symptoms, it can cure it.
Okay.
So that is the main theory of, so likes, it is likes cures likes. So that tendency to produce a disease can cure the disease. That is the basic of our homeopathic theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is homeopathy safe for all age groups, ma'am? Like children as well as elderly person. Usually, they say for children who are just born or newborns or children who are not yet reached the age of 5, homeopathy is not actually. It's not. It doesn't work so well. So, what is your opinion about that?
No. I just see the day the child is born, you can give homeopathy.
Okay.
And I have got many patients, like all the child gets jaundice once they are born. I've got many patients who directly come from the hospital to us to give medicine for the 2-3 days born child.
Okay.
Yeah, and they believe it, and it works. ये jaundice के लिए आप दवाई दोगे, and even the child of 2 days can take homeopathic medicine. But of course, the mode is different. Like we have to dissolve in the mother's milk, make the powder, and let the powder be dissolved in the mother's milk, and then it is given to the child.
Okay. So, how do you approach a diagnosis in a patient's in homeopathy as such?
See, diagnosis is not much. It's important in diagnosis of the patient, but for us, more than diagnosis, our case taking is important, and the case taking depends upon the patient's nature, likings, his complaints, and all detail. More is the emotional part. So where the person is emotionally, you can distinguish the person. Everybody's got joint pains, but to distinguish a person who needs which medicine is the emotional base. So emotionally, when the person is different, we categorize it, and then you can select the medicine for any disease and anything. So diagnosis is important, but not to select the medicine. We can one of the point it can be, but not all full. Yeah, we don't totally depend upon the diagnosis.
Okay. So, can you tell me how does allopathy and homeopathy work simultaneously? Yes.
No. See, homeopathy.
Like sometimes, like when it comes to thyroid, when you're starting with the medicine, you usually tell us we will have to continue with the allopathic medicine till we get used to the homeopathy. So how are they both interrelated as well?
So you're taking an allopathic medicine. So slowly, once our medicine starts working, we can slowly reduce the dose of your allopathic medicine, so that the patient doesn't suffer for a long time. Okay, because if we stop immediately the allopathic medicine, you may have some side effects.
Yeah.
Right? So to slowly, like the person who's got urticaria, like itching of the skin. So suppose if I give the medicine and it doesn't work, this person will be very much harassed. Like itching is intolerable.
Yeah.
He will become more mad at me only.
Yeah.
So he has to take something allopathic.
Yeah.
So if you start reducing your allopathy, so it is understood your homeopathy is working.
Okay.
And then we discontinue, because allopathy will work. Allopathic like cetirizine or whatever allopathic itching medicine is there, it will work for 12 hours, 24 hours. But then even after the action of the medicine is over, yet the patient is better, means our medicine is working, and slowly we can discontinue your allopathic medicine.
One last question.
Sure.
If somebody is taking a treatment for thyroid usually say it's a lifelong medicine. So how can a person with a hyperthyroid can get will it be helpful to them? How will the person who is taking an allopathy and who wants to shift to homeopathy and doesn't want to take a long period of time, they don't want to depend on allopathy as such for their medication on to thyroid. how does homeopathy help them in this way? Will homeopathy also we have to take the medicine for a lifelong, or it will be for some time wherein we have to take the medicine and we can, after it is if it is gets stable, can we just cut down the medicine as such?
Yeah, we can cut down the medicine. We can reduce the doses, definitely. But maybe if your thyroid is not working, you can come to an allopathic medicine where it will be a very minimum dose, just a maintaining dose.
Okay.
Yeah, but otherwise your doses can be definitely reduced to allopathic medicine can be reduced drastically. Don't worry. And even other symptoms like periods irregular, or you put on weight, or water retention is in the body. These all are controlled with your homeopathic medicine. You don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, you see that there's a lot of climatic change now. So many people, many kids, many elders, you can say the younger people also are suffering with the change of the climate. They have cough, cold, fever. So the many people are suffering, and this is the time when the kids are having their final exams too. Many of the 10th class are getting ready for the final exam.
Okay.
So how will this help? How do homeopathy can help them to cope up with this climatic change as such?
Yeah, we have very good medicines to be given during winter time and to increase their immunity also.
So do we have something like, where when we can also have some food items restricted?
Food items, definitely. I would always suggest no fridge items and no cold curd. Definitely. These things definitely trigger the things, even if you are healthy or you are sick. These things, of course, will increase the thing. But if you take a precautions, like taking a warm water and not eating these even cold fruits, I think strawberries and these grapes, they also trigger the sore throat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can homeopathy can help us increase our immunity also.
And even for the acute disease, like moment if you have a cold, if you go out in cold weather, suddenly at night you have a cold or sneezing, I think we have a medicines which can within 2 doses you can be controlled. I think anybody can take homeopathic medicine and will be definitely benefited.
Some any of your viewers want to get in contact with you for their medication, for their how do they get in touch with you as such?
My phone number, I can share my phone number on the screen, so they can contact me on my phone number. I will be always there to help them.
And we'll also have your address on it.
Yeah, address on it. Yeah, I can share it with you. No problem. Okay.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you on our show.
Thanks.
And thank you for the valuable information that you have shared with us.
Thanks. I think credit goes to you only, Shreya.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for being on our show, ma'am.
Thanks.